Hey guys, me again. Just thought I'd come on and just a raw video on my laptop this time. I'm not sure how the sound will be on it and stuff. Hopefully it's okay. And just to give a bit of an update what I've been doing on this mastery course and my art progression and stuff. I did that one the other day, that mixed media one. I took some video. I've forgotten what I've uploaded now and stuff. Like I videoed, I think the first part of that, but then I sort of finished it off in oils. I don't think I put that on one of the videos that I did because I've been doing bits and pieces, waiting for things to dry, and I forget where I am with the video sometimes because I'm sort of having to merge things together a bit. I think once I've got a better feel of how I'm doing things, I'll be able to sort of just follow the process through with one piece at a time on the videos maybe. But at the moment, it's a little bit all over. But, yeah, so I finished that one off as well, which was like I put like another layer of oils on it with got the highlights, some more highlights in there, improved the flesh tones a bit, added some palette knife onto the rocks and tried to sort of highlight some things out on that. I think I did like a few more bits of glaze and stuff on that. I still need to go back in and do the hair, I think, on that. It looks a bit dark. I think it needs some more highlights and lighter bits on it. But other than that, I was debating whether to go in and put like a darker background on it or whether just. But I quite sort of leave it like it the way it looks like it's glowing a bit as he's coming into the light. But I don't know. I thought maybe black could make him pop forward more, but I'm not sure. I'm a bit undecided, so I quite like it as it is. I might end up just leaving it like that and just maybe just fix the hair up. And yeah, and I've just been looking at my next piece today, which is like I've been trying to piece some bits together in Photoshop. It's printed a bit weird. Like everything's going wrong at the moment. Printer's broken, I think now. It's running out of ink, and it keeps printing everything out in this like red hue all the time. But I've tried piecing some bits together. I like doing the foreshortening exercise we did, so I've tried to do like a foreshortened person on there. Yeah, I got this one. She's got like her foot sticking out. I was going to get rid of that. I don't want that person in the background. Just have that with like the perspective of the buildings going backwards and stuff. I think that'll look quite interesting. And do that as like a mixed media piece with like inks and things like that, and pen, and go over it with acrylics and finish it in oils like usual. And sort of similar to that really, but probably with a bit more like pens and things in the background. And I liked the way that one came out I did it with the spray paint. I sort of jumped ahead a bit because I was waiting for things to dry. I did that spray paint exercise, which is a bit further on, and I enjoyed using that with little bits of stencil and stuff like that. And I like the nice clean edge that the frog tape gave around the outside. So I've just set, you can't really see it over there. I've just set up like a new bit of paper to do this one on. I'll do the frog tape, nice clean edge around it, and see how I go on that. So I'm looking forward to doing that one. Probably, well, at least make a good start on that one today, and then get on to like we've got to do some collage pieces after. So I might just get them set up, get the sheets set up or something. I'm running out of space to store stuff though. That's the issue I'm having at the moment. I've not really got much room for stuff. But I was thinking ahead into like what we're going to be doing next, and I'll just keep an eye out for deals and stuff. And I saw like an art wholesaler's had a deal on with canvases, so I bought some. So I've got 3 more that size, like the big one. 3 more canvases that size. I'll have 4 of them in total in the end, and for the portfolio. And then I've ordered. And then I've got these ones. I didn't want to go too small. I was looking at sizes, and then you go really small, and you end up paying like £1, £2 more for like a slightly bigger canvas. So I've got these ones. There's like that. So that'll be the smallest size I end up doing on my portfolio pieces. I'll have 12 of those eventually. I've got a whole load of them downstairs in the box, and then I'll have 12 of those that size. I quite like this size actually. It's like about half the size of that one. I think that's a decent sort of size, that one, 20 by 24. So those are the 3 sizes I'll end up having. I'm sort of quite pleased with that, I think. And then I'll probably have some like paper pieces, and I'm surprised with these paper pieces actually. I wasn't sure how I'd like them or what they'd be like, but it's a thick, like 300 GSM watercolour paper, whereas like these canvases are 350 GSM, so they're only a bit thicker. But it's like a canvas, because this hasn't got like the canvas sort of texture on it, but it's just smoother. But it's got that sort of feel. It's like feels like a fabric-y thing, really. It's sort of thick, and can imagine something like that would be nice in a frame or something. So yeah, I was surprised actually. I quite enjoyed working on that. I thought I'd find it too smooth, and I imagine this would probably be nice if you put like textured stuff on it, like modelling paste or something. I'm not sure, I haven't tried that stuff yet, but this one I just put like a sort of glaze on it and then worked over it, and yeah, so I look forward to doing some more bits like that. I've got a whole load of that paper there, which, like I say, it's not sort of your standard paper really. It's quite pricey to buy, like, but it's more like a fabric. It's 100% cotton, so it's 100% cotton rag, so it's good like watercolour paper, and yeah, just sort of getting a nice sort of selection of stuff really, and getting a feel for what I like. Trying to do things in more like sort of I'm trying to go for like brand colours with like these warm, or sort of just tie things together a bit. Going for like these warm colours, and like earthy colours. Where, because I've been going through other stuff as well as doing this, I've been doing like written stuff and reading and thinking about branding and what kind of what my temperament is and all that sort of stuff. And I think I like the sort of warm, like earthy colours, and against like the neutrals, you know, like sort of like stone, like light greys and browny colours and stuff, little pops of colour. That's what I tend to like. Because I was thinking about like interiors, because you probably see it on here actually. You know, that stuff there. That's when I did interior architecture and design at uni. It's like a blend between like interiors and architecture really. And when I was doing that, I enjoyed doing the sorry, there's people making a racket outside. Organic modernism is the style that I liked. I found that I really like that, and I like sort of like Frank Lloyd Wright and all that kind of stuff. And I like stuff that's like a modern clean lines, but like the raw materials. And I'm trying to think how that sort of translates into the work I make, and then how my work could fit into those sort of spaces, because I think that's how it sort of, the sort of places I envisage it being is like these like sort of modern type interiors with like a organic modern type interior, like more natural materials but modern. I'll have to show pictures of that to sort of explain what I'm talking about really, but that's the kind of thing I like. I'm trying to sort of pull everything together really. So I just think the one thing I do find though is I do like sort of looking at, like when I look at art, I like neutral stuff and like with just like clean gestural lines, and I like all that sort of just nice clean artwork and stuff. But when I make stuff myself, I always end up tending to gravitate to using bold colours, and I'm not sure if I'll carry on doing it that way or whether I'll tone it down a little bit, or I'm not too sure. But I just always find it tends to be more like this sort of stuff. I start off quite delicate and stuff with a sketch, but then as I'm painting, it tends to be more like, comes out more like graphic and bold, and I remember that when I did these like beginner art classes, and there was an illustrator that was running them, and she said I've got a very illustrative sort of bold style. I'm not sure what that means exactly, maybe it's, but she was an illustrator herself, and she's sort of quite liked what I was doing. She always made positive comments and things, but I think my stuff tends to come out a bit like bold and colourful, and yeah, they all tend to, all of them, even that one on the end, that little smaller one with the face, the lady's face, it was kind of quite subtle and light when I started, and then it just got bold. And I don't know if that's more, I'm using a lot of acrylics and things, and they tend to be a bit like that anyway. They're sort of bold colours, aren't they? Yeah, I've been looking around online at for like inspiration, seeing if I can find artists that I like and stuff. And yeah, I'm finding I quite like a lot of like the sort of street art and the sort of just the rawness of it. And it'd be nice to be able to sort of blend some of that in, like what was her name? Yeah, I found this street artist called Swoon, and I've really sort of yeah, I love her work. When I was having a look through it, and I think she uses like lino, and she sort of prints it that way. She gets all these nice little lines where the line work and the marks look on it with the lino prints. It looks really nice. And I'm just sort of taking note of all these things that I'm seeing and what I like and what I'm not so keen on, and just sort of trying to make Pinterest boards and all of that, and just thinking about how I could kind of incorporate some of those ideas into my work. But because I like sort of drawing and sketching, and I like sort of when I see people's work, they've got all the nice line work and stuff in there and nice sketchy type stuff, and I think I'd like to have work towards something like that, where I might try it on this piece, this multimedia piece, where I have like more sketchy lines and things, and the pens, like the acrylic pens and stuff, and then gradually build over the top of it with maybe like acrylics, spray paints, that sort of stuff, but have like a blend of that and maybe like the lines and the maybe charcoal or something in the background. It's just kind of the stuff that's rattling around in my brain, really. But just have to see how that goes, really, see what sort of direction I end up going in. But I'm sure by the end of this mixed media section, before I go into the portfolio bit, which is the next section, I think during this mixed media section I've got quite a few pieces to make, so I'm sure through that, using all these different things, spray paint, inks, collage, everything else, I think I'll probably find what I really do and don't like using, and kind of develop my own process through it, really. Which I think, yeah, I think I'm starting to get some ideas how I'd like to do things, and the more I look around at other people's stuff, how they do things, and like I say, I like that look with the sort of like you get like the sort of lines in the background, the graphic sort of lines, and then build on top of it with some colour and like washes and stuff. See how that goes. And yeah, if you wonder why I'm always wearing a baseball cap, I've got like it's a south-facing window there, so it's always like through the day. It's sort of the sun comes straight through. You can get quite a bit of glare in here, and I don't like closing the blinds down. You live in the UK, don't get enough sun as it is. Don't really want to close the blinds when the sun's out, so I just sort of end up wearing a baseball cap so I can just sort of do that if it gets too sunny and too much in my eyes when I'm trying to draw or watch the tutorial videos and stuff. But yeah, that was it really. I just wanted to do a quick one on here just to see how this goes. I'm not even sure if the sound will come out properly on this. Hopefully it's all okay, and let me know what it sounds like in the comments when I post this. And yeah, I'll, like I say, I'll video my progress on this next piece. see how that ends up going. And I'm starting to think about a couple of the following couple of pieces for the collage. I need to come up with some more reference material for that and think about what I'm going to do there. So I'll probably do that later today, just have a think about it, try and figure it out. And yeah, I'm not sure how I'll get on with the collage, but like all of these things, give them a try. And I found from prior experience, so often it's the way where stuff you don't think you'll enjoy or you're not too sure about, and you end up really loving it. So and talking about that artist I was just talking about, Swoon, I think she was saying, I watched an interview and she was saying about how I think it was at uni or somewhere, she had to use like printmaking and do all that sort of stuff, and she didn't really like it at the time, but then she pushed herself through it and she tried to sort of learn how to, and then she started to love it, and now that she does most of her stuff that way. So you just never know, really. You just have to try these things, which is what I like about this mastery course. I can sort of try all these different things You have to get quite a lot of materials to do it, which is the only thing I'm struggling with a bit at the moment. But it's it's just you've got you can't truly know what you do and don't like unless you try everything, can you? So, and then in the mix, you sort of find what you do and what you want to take forward and use for your own style. And, so I think that's it really. Just wanted to sort of update on that, what my plans are next, and hopefully once I do start getting my own sort of style, the videos will be a bit more kind of coherent, and like I'll have an actual process that I'm doing, the way I do things. And like I say, at the moment, I assume it's quite tricky when people watch, when I'm jumping around doing different stuff, trying to figure things out myself while I'm making videos. I'm not really just showing one thing, I'm showing me trying to figure everything out. So it's I'm still trying to figure that out as well, like where my videos kind of sit, what kind of videos I'm trying to make really. At the moment, where I'm at is just the process of going through this mastery program. But then once I've got through that, then I'm sure the sort of the videos will be more about the process that I'm using and how I'm going about things, and sharing more of that really. And I sort of envisage it being that way really, just sort of sharing what I'm doing. And because a lot of this is me trying to get away from the, like, you work in these corporate jobs and things, don't you? And people like to sort of keep things to themselves, and well, you get all the office politics and stuff, don't you, wherever you go, and everything's competition, people want to outdo everyone else, and it's all like that, isn't it? But I want to try getting away from that kind of thing and just do what I want to do, is just like openly sharing stuff. I mean, that word gets thrown around a lot, doesn't it, like authentic and genuine and stuff, but I just want to just honestly share what I'm at, where I am with things, what I'm doing, and just track along wherever it goes really, which I don't even know yet, but I guess we'll all see, won't we? And it'd be interesting to see where everyone else is on their journey, and I'm a believer in that, where it's like we just keep our cards to our chest and we just look after ourselves, and that kind of, again, that like office politics type mentality where everyone's just looking out for themselves, and you don't get as far, do you? It's when everyone sort of pulls together, like artists and stuff, you pull together, share information, and you're not going to get anywhere any quicker just by trying to hold other people back, are you? And it's just sort of keep sharing stuff, being respectful, and just trying to sort of help each other out really. And even when it comes to, like, I've been setting my shop up, Shopify in the background. When it comes to that, I've been thinking about, it'd be nice to get some bits on there, like obviously these bigger pieces, they're going to cost a lot to sort of post out when I eventually get stuff up on there to get posted, and you have to price things, some things have to be at a higher price point, other things at a lower price point. But the way I kind of envisage everything in the long run will be just trying to get stuff that's all at different kind of price points and cater to everyone really. And well, I don't know, you can't cater to everyone, but just making it so that things are accessible to everyone. So there's that's the thing I've been struggling with. So I want to make smaller pieces so that people can get those, and you don't have to pay obviously for like big pieces and postage and all that. But but even then, it's sort of, when you do the smaller pieces, it still takes a lot of time to do them, and takes a lot to post them, and it's trying to sort of, there's a lot of that sort of stuff, which is the hard part really. Making the art, it sort of comes quite naturally, you just grow and you just do it, but it's all that side of it, trying to figure out how you want to do stuff. Do you want to do it all like free international shipping and do it that way, which obviously adds into all the cost of everything, but it's just people know what they're paying and stuff then, or do you do it where you sort of have shipping added on, and apparently that puts a lot of people off. Most people prefer it in included. So then I'm thinking, well, should I just include, like, when I start putting stuff up, put it as like free UK shipping, and then just have a little extra added on where, depending on where it's going to internationally. If anyone wants to do that, I'm not even sure if people want to buy internationally, because it'd end up costing a lot. But I'm looking at getting prints done by like a fine art place. Not so much like, I was looking at places like Printful and all of that. I'm not sure if they're probably decent, but I ended up looking at it's like more of it's a UK fine art place that does printing. They got places in the US, Germany, and US, Germany, and the UK, I think it was, and that's where they've got their places, and then they post out from those places, so it's cheaper for postage and stuff. So that's like a lower cost point then, isn't it? People can buy prints and stuff, and they can do framed prints and stuff as well. So I was looking at that, like real wood archival framed prints, and I want to try and do stuff so it's always got like a good quality. I don't want to just sort of try and find the cheapest suppliers, and I want to sort of do things right, get everything archival and professionally done, but try and find ways where I can share stuff. And yeah, it's a lot to consider, and obviously like my audience isn't going to be just people that are sort of learning art or doing this mastery program. There's other people as well that might just be interested in art and or wanting to look for tutorials online, and I've just got to try and find where I sort of sit in all of that, really. And I think really the way I envisage it is just like a sort of vlog type thing, just showing what I'm up to, what pieces I'm working on, and my process as it evolves, and that's the way I kind of envision stuff. But none of it's set in stone. I have to sort of just see, really. And anyway, I'm just babbling on now, but yeah, just wanted to jump on and see how this recorded on here, because I haven't done this yet. I always use this. This is it's like an older camera. It's still a good one though. Fuji X-T4, which is really good for like still photos. And I think it's pretty decent for taking the prints. If I wanted to take photos for prints and to make prints with, you can only blow up to a certain size, really. If you want to go really big, like I'm not too sure about that one, but like the smaller sizes, I've got no issues taking pictures with that. But I just have to. I'm sort of, that's other stuff I'm researching into as well. But I tend to do most of my video on this thing. It's like an old Canon M50, which is it's not as good as that other camera for doing prints and stuff, but it's good little camera for a little hassle-free thing that I can just set up to video with, and then I use this other one to do the photos with usually, and that's my setup. I want to get like because I've only got that little tripod, I want to get one, these ones with the boom arm, so you can kind of film what you're doing properly. At the moment I'm trying to balance that little tripod on top of things to get the right angle, and it's really difficult, especially like even when I'm trying to film when I'm working on there, I'm trying to do it on a table behind over it's just difficult, because if I get like a proper tripod, taller one that can sort of come right over my shoulder and see what I'm doing properly. But there's lots of these little things, isn't there, that as you go you want to sort of just keep growing and accumulating things, and yeah, head's in a bit of a spin with it all, really, because I'm sort of just trying to sort of absorb so much in a short space of time and just keep growing, and I just feel like I need a little bit of breathing space just to absorb the things that I'm learning, and sort of go back through. But I'm sure as I'm learning my process, I'm already finding it. I'm revisiting previous parts of this program and thinking about how I did things, and just sort of refreshing my mind on stuff. But then I also want to start doing more practicing in the background of just like like isolating details and things. Like I tend to be drawn to doing a lot of faces and stuff like that, so you need to start practicing just that, like practicing actually focusing on doing eyes or noses or whatever. Do a bit more of that kind of stuff, doing things in isolation to improve. And but it all comes with time, doesn't it? I can't rush everything, just have to gradually get things going. And get there in the end. All right, guys. Well, I guess that's it for now. I'll catch you later, and you and me, we're going to make it onwards.